Welcome to our QR video sequence. I am the owner here and one of the lead developers of this product. Hopefully we're going to teach you a little bit about building with a woody log building system. We appreciate you watching, and hopefully you're going to learn something about building your dream log cabin. We have our window log set in place now. This is a sill log that's going to be below the window. Again, that's the green end. What we're going to do is put a piece of foam seal on top of that log, and we're going to hold it in approximately an inch to the outside of the flange. We can put a little staple in there to kind of hold it in place. Okay, now this is redundant seal below the window. Now our filler block that's part of your kit now will go on top of that seal, and it'll bump to there's a little spline that'll stick out. This will bump to that and push to the inside. So we'll fasten this with a couple of drywall screws. Again, this is not structural. It's just going to hold our flashing. We have pitch cut on it so that the flashing and tips away from our window. So we just fasten it, and what you want to do is line it up with the log. If you've got a space here or a space here, line this up with the log, not with the wall, because when we pull these walls together in a later operation, then we'll be in a position where this isn't hanging it up. So we're going to drywall screw this in with one of the 3 or 4 inch drywall screws that comes with your kit. Now I'm going to have him remove this because we didn't line it up with the log. So pull that screw out. And this is a good exercise. Now we'll start it over here. Again, make sure this piece lines up with the log. If it doesn't, it might hang up the other logs from closing up when we get to the top. And we only need a couple screws there. By fastening this helps make everything level out also. Okay, now just before we're ready to put the window in, we're going to put another piece of foam seal on here. You can pre-cut these about 4 feet long. This one will hang about at the same place, about an inch inside, and we'll have a big tag on the outside, okay? And that's what we want. So we got now another piece of foam that comes in the kit. Now we have the sill flashing. We're going to mastic this into place, and the mastic will allow us to shift this a little bit if we have to once the window's installed. So we'll put a little mastic along the spot of wood where the foam is not. And don't cheat on this mastic. I mean, put a couple beads in there. Gets closed up. Again, the mastic, this is not for sealing. It's basically for holding this flashing in place. And now we'll set the flashing on top of the foam. It'll be outside the slot, and we'll just kind of push it in there. And that'll sit there and hold until we're ready to drop the window into place. So now we're in a position where we're going to put the window in place, but we want to give you a little trick. The window is going to drop into these slots that are already pre-cut into the vertical log. Al is going to take a piece of scrap spline and just clean those slots out in case in shipping or in the manufacturing process we still have a little sawdust in there. This just makes it a lot easier. You're going to see a little bit of stuff come out of there, but not too bad. Now remember, in an earlier sequence, we told you to take a look at these vertical logs before they get installed, just to make sure that these saw slots in here are open and the spline will go in there. Again, remember that. By the time you get to this step, you've probably caught that. But just another reminder if you're watching this video ahead of time. So now we're ready for the window. The window has been all prepared. We've sanded off the flash. Again, the windows that we use are a Visions 2500. You can use any window you want that has a nailing fin. It could be an Anderson, it could be a Pella, it could be a Lowen, it could be a Marvin, it could be a Crestline, whatever window you choose. We happen to use a Weather Shield Visions 2500. It's got great engineering characteristics. The manufacturer works with that to get the specific sizes we need, and that's why we use them. If you choose to purchase the window from Cabintek, we buy a lot of them, so generally we can save you some money on them. So this window is going to start at the top. Again, window specifications and all those things, we've put literally thousands of these windows in and had no problem, no complaints. But if you choose something else, something locally, the kit will take care of that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've been entertained a little bit. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about the woody log building system. The reality is anybody can do it. We've given you a little bit of a helping hand through our QR series and our initiative. If you have any further questions, contact us at the information listed.